Welcome to Spotland TV. A lot of you guys have been coming to my DM asking me to drop my World Cup prediction for this World Cup. I never drop them yet because of the fact, say, I wanted to actually know the final squad. There's been some injuries setback or this one, like injuries from Nigeria team, but actually was ruled out recently. Anderson, who was recently signed by Manchester United, was called up. So there's been some people being ruled out, some people being called back up to replace the injured one. So, but now I think the final squad now is available. Like, if there's any injury right now, there's nothing like calling someone to come and replace you. So if you have an injury in your team, you as a coach just know how to manage yourself. So right now, I think I'm going to call 6 countries that I think that might win this World Cup. First, I'll go with Spain. Even up to I've actually predicted them to be the number one contender with highest percentage of winning the World Cup. So I think maybe it's because of the fact that their team are still young and most of the players they play together in Barcelona and also play together in Euros when they won it, the last Euros. So I think the unity and the understanding is there, and their players are hungry to win. And most of the players play in high and big teams, one of the big clubs in the world. So I think that's why. But secondly, I'll go with France. France has. I think for me, I think France has the best attack so far. Imagine people like Dembele, people like Olise, people like Mbappe, Cheki, Ekitike, Joe Matata from Crystal Palace. Like there are so many, and the defense also. As long as Saliba is there, Konate, Joe Kunde, you can see they have good players. Only thing I think they might be lacking might be their midfield, because I know the midfield can never be as good as when it was like Kante and Pogba together in that midfield. It will not be the same way in this World Cup. So I think that's actually where they'll be lacking. So let's go to the next one. Let me say, I think I'll go Portugal. Why? Portugal has, I think, the best midfield for this World Cup so far. I think they have the best midfield so far. Like, their midfield is crazy. The likes of the Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes, and see Bernardo Silva. Like, and these two midfielders now, João Neves and what's his name, Vitinha, they play together, so they understand each other very well. And Bruno Fernandes is actually balling right now in Manchester United, so a lot of assists is going to be coming up for him. And Ronaldo is there also. You might be looking down on Ronaldo, thinking Ronaldo is good, but that is like shooting and scoring is what he knows how to do best. I don't have a point to prove. He won. This is his last World Cup. But even that he said he's going to be playing the next World Cup in 2030. But to me, I feel this is his last World Cup, because if he doesn't do anything now, I don't think he'll win it that time. Even if he does, he'll be winning it maybe sitting on bench, because then he won't have the motivation to play again. So I think then on my fourth position, I'll go with England. England has not been playing well anyway. Like, they have not been playing the best of the football so far, but they actually find a way to win. I think Thomas Tuchel has not lost any game since he has become coaching the Trail Lions. He has not lost any game so far. But he has been winning, sometimes 1-0. Sometimes too. Like, he doesn't really play sweet football, but he ends up winning the game. So, and nobody gives a fuck how you actually play. Sometimes everybody wants you to win. If he plays like this and wins the World Cup for England, I think everybody's going to praise him. Everybody's going to criticize him for playing whatever game that he's playing. So I think I will go for England to be the number 4. But in that number 5th, Argentina, you can't just count them out as long as Messi is there, because Messi can do the unthinkable. Even when you're not even, Messi can do the unthinkable. Like, he can do anything at any point. And Messi, Argentina has quality players. Like, Julian Alvarez, you know what's happening now. It's not how informed he is in Atletico Madrid right now. I wish we talk about their midfield. Enzo Fernandez, they also have a good midfield. McAllister, like Rodrigo De Paul, they still have good midfielders also. They see the defense. See Martinez, Lisandro Martinez. See what's his name? Cristiano Romero, Otamendi. They still have good defense.